So, Michael, how are you settling in here at Recreation Park?
It's fine now. We're glad to eventually get properly started. We're obviously two pre-season sessions in now, which is good to get in amongst it. Obviously, the last kind of 4 5 weeks have been quite hectic. Since we came in, there's obviously been it's been a kind of high turnover of players as well. So, it's been a tough 4 or 5 weeks, but for myself and Jamie in particular. There's been a lot of phone calls, a lot of meetings, like face-to-face meetings, Zoom meetings, just kind of every day. Trying to get things ready and in place as best we can for pre-season starting. But it's been good to eventually get going and get the boys in on Thursday night there at Bonton, and then obviously train again today. So we've had a couple of good sessions, and the boys are all settling in well, and we're looking forward to carrying on over the next few weeks.
And as you say, is obviously 2 sessions in. How's things going? Is there any tweaks to the schedule or anything like that?
I think there's definitely going to need to be one. We were due to play Rob Roy in a pre-season friendly, I think, on the 2nd of July. So Rob Roy have pulled out of that game now. So right now we're looking to add an additional friendly. Whether that be to replace that date, or if we need to add another midweekend later on in the schedule, but we'll certainly be looking to add another game in, because right now we're probably one short in terms of what we would have ideally have liked. But other than that, everything else will go as planned, and yeah, so we'll hopefully be able to add one more game in, and just carry on with training as normal.
You spoke about there's been a bit of high turnover in players, obviously. There's 8 new signings so far. Could you tell us a wee bit about each player?
So we've got, we had to work hard at that, and try and get boys in, because we knew we were losing. There was a lot of boys out of contract. We knew that before we had, before we'd kind of accepted to take over. We knew that there was a lot of boys out of contract. We knew everything that was going on, that it was going to be hard to keep some of them. We didn't want to lose them all. We did offer some of them new deals, but no, none of the majority of them chose to move on. Other than, I think, Scott Walker and Ross Barber agreed to sign new deals, which was excellent. So in terms of the new signings, we've got a couple in from Johnston Borough. We've got Big Ross McKenzie's come in. Ross, known well for playing against them a couple of times last year. Ross has been at Beath before. He's been at Kilbirnie. Big, powerful central midfielder. The type of, he's an offensive midfielder, so kind of suits the style that we want to play, and scores goals. Makes good runs into the box, and gets his sail on the end of things. So, Ross will add a bit of depth in there, and we've also managed to get Conor McGlinchey for Johnston Borough as well. That's a loan deal just now, but we've got him on a season-long loan, which again, is, I feel that we're quite fortunate to get Conor, because for me, Conor's one of the best fullbacks in the division. He won the league with Bees a couple of years ago. He was playing with Bees right up until, I think it was about February time last year, when they were still top of this league, and then he made the move to Johnston Borough, and for one reason or another, it's not worked out maybe as he would hope when he became available, and thankfully Conor chose to come here, which is great for us. So delighted with they two, and there's a couple of the boys have came with us from Ashfield, Johnny Black and Aidan Callahan. So Johnny, again, probably similar to Big Ross, a kind of similar profile. Johnny can also play up front, but Johnny, powerful, offensive midfielder, striker, again, scores goals, gets plenty of assists. I'm pretty sure he just won one of the Player of the Years there at Ashfield, and the year before that it was the same, and top goal scorer and things like that as well. So he's a player that we know very well, and he's a player that I know will have absolutely no issues stepping up to the Premier League. So young Aidan's slightly different. Aidan's only 19, but he's a player that's got massive potential, and he played a lot of games for us last year at Ashfield, and we're really looking forward to carrying on his development. And again, he's a player that I've got no doubts will be good enough to make the step up here. And he's definitely one to keep an eye on. There's a a lot to like about Aidan. And when we brought in a few boys from Benburb as well, so Aaron Black, who people will know, Aaron's been here before. Again, a forward player. Can play right through the middle as a number 9, can play off the side. Electric pace, skillful, really fit, really energetic, scores goals. So same, and Deck was his strike partner last year. I think Deck got the top goal scorer and things like that at Benburb last year. Probably more kind of old-fashioned number 9. He's big, strong, physical, holds the ball in, brilliant back to goal, but most importantly, he knows where the goal is. And then Jordan Allen as well, who again another one that people know from his previous spell here. Brings back the experience at the level, left-footed defender, can play left back, can play left centre back. So somebody that we're delighted to get on board. Not only just his quality as a footballer, but his experience as well will be invaluable to some of the younger players in the group as well.
And finally, in terms of your management team, can you just confirm who makes up your management team overall?
Aye, so Jamie Broadfoot, obviously assistant manager, and then we've got coaches, guys that will come with us from Ashfield. We've got Ian Gray, Kieran Dugan, and then Cammy, the goalie coach as well. And then we've also added Andy Ward into the coaching staff for this season as well. So that'll make up the coaching team. Again, guys that we've been together now for past kind of 3 years, and then the only real addition to that is Wardy, who's somebody that both myself and Jamie know extremely well. Played with him, ex-teammate, somebody that we know that we can trust as well, and again somebody that's got good knowledge at this level of the game, and just generally just a good person to add to the group and add to the environment that we're trying to build here.
Thanks very much, mate. Here's to a good season.
No bother, thanks.